The next time you pull a brand new pickup truck up to a gas pump, I want you to look at something most truck owners never bother to check. Open the fuel door. Read the sticker inside. On most new turbocharged trucks, it will say regular unleaded fuel minimum, 87 octane, the cheapest fuel at the pump. And that sticker is one of the most carefully worded pieces of deception in the entire automotive industry. Because what that sticker does not tell you is what is happening inside that turbocharged engine every single time you fill it with 87 octane and drive away. It does not tell you about the knock sensor working overtime to prevent engine damage. It does not tell you about the heat building inside combustion chambers, running at pressures those engines were never comfortably designed to handle on regular fuel. To understand the fuel scam, you first have to understand the pressure manufacturers are under. The federal government has been steadily tightening fuel economy standards for decades. Every manufacturer selling vehicles in America has to hit a fleet average fuel economy number or pay significant penalties. The problem for truck manufacturers is that their customers want power. A contractor needs to pull a heavy trailer. A farmer needs to haul equipment. A family needs to tow a camper. These are real-world requirements that demand real-world torque and horsepower. So manufacturers faced a problem that looked almost impossible. Build an engine powerful enough to move a heavy truck while simultaneously hitting fuel economy numbers on a government test. The answer the entire industry landed on was turbochargers. On the government fuel economy test, these engines look impressive, but there is a fundamental engineering reality that starts with octane. Most people think octane is about power. Higher octane equals more power. That is not what octane does. Octane is a measure of a fuel's resistance to detonation. Detonation is what happens when the air-fuel mixture inside a combustion chamber ignites before the spark plug fires. It is also called knock, and it is one of the most destructive things that can happen inside an engine. In a naturally aspirated engine running at moderate compression ratios, regular 87 octane resists detonation adequately. The pressures inside the combustion chamber are manageable. Now put that same fuel into a turbocharged engine, forcing compressed air into the combustion chamber. At significant boost pressure, the pressure and temperature inside that combustion chamber is dramatically higher. 87 octane under pressure has a much harder time resisting detonation before the spark plug fires. So how do manufacturers get away with rating these engines for regular fuel when the physics suggests they need something better? The answer is the knock sensor. Every modern engine is equipped with knock sensors bolted to the engine block that listen for the specific vibration signature of detonation. It signals the engine control module, which responds by retarding ignition timing. This prevents immediate engine damage. On paper, this sounds like a complete solution. Here is what the marketing does not explain. When the engine retards ignition timing, it does not do this for free. Retarded timing means combustion is happening later in the piston's travel. You lose efficiency. You lose power. Here is the part that makes every truck owner genuinely angry. Pick up the owner's manual for a Ford F-150 with the EcoBoost engine. You will find a statement acknowledging that premium fuel will provide better performance and fuel economy. The word minimum is doing a lot of work in that sentence. Minimum means the engine will survive on regular fuel. It does not mean the engine is optimized for regular fuel. What it means is that the engineers calibrated a knock sensor system enough to prevent catastrophic immediate failure on 87 octane. They then rated the engine for regular fuel so the truck could be marketed with a lower perceived operating cost. Because if Ford listed the EcoBoost as requiring premium fuel, every buyer would immediately calculate the lifetime fuel cost difference. The sticker price advantage disappears quickly when premium fuel is added to the ownership cost calculation. So they listed it as regular minimum, built in a knock sensor system to compensate, and left the long-term consequences for the owner to discover well after the warranty has expired. The knock sensor compensation is not a perfect solution. It is a managed compromise, and managed compromises accumulate consequences over time. The elevated heat from constant timing retardation accelerates wear on piston rings. As rings wear, oil consumption increases. The owner starts adding a quart between oil changes. The dealer tells them some consumption is within specification. Carbon deposits build up on intake valves and piston crowns faster than they would in an engine running optimal fuel. These deposits create hot spots that trigger additional detonation events. A cycle begins where the degrading combustion environment causes more knock, which causes more timing retardation, which causes more heat, which causes more deposits. The turbocharger bearings run hotter than they should. A turbo replacement at 100,000 miles on a truck with a 5-year loan still being paid off is a genuinely painful financial event. Mechanics who specialize in these engines see the difference clearly between trucks run on premium and trucks run on regular their entire lives. The combustion chamber deposits tell the story. The turbo condition tells the story. The engine that was run on regular fuel looks older inside than its mileage suggests. What smart owners are doing. The truck owners and mechanics who understand this have settled into two camps. The first camp runs premium fuel exclusively in their turbocharged trucks. They pay the extra cost and consider it cheap insurance. Many report improved real-world fuel economy on premium that partially offsets the higher cost per gallon. An engine running at proper timing advance is more efficient than the same engine running with timing retarded to compensate for inadequate fuel. The second camp has stopped buying turbocharged trucks entirely. They are specifically hunting for pre-turbo era trucks with large displacement, naturally aspirated engines that were genuinely designed for regular fuel. The 5.3 Vortec, the 7.3 Power Stroke, the 5.9 Cummins, engines that do not have a knock sensor playing defense against the fuel in the tank on every single drive. Both groups figured out something the window sticker works very hard to prevent you from understanding before you sign the financing paperwork. The word minimum is not the same as the word recommended, and in the context of a turbocharged engine under real-world truck use, the difference between those two words accumulates inside your engine every single mile. Manufacturers turbocharged their truck engines to hit government fuel economy mandates. They rated those engines for regular fuel to make operating cost look competitive on the window sticker. They built knock sensor systems sophisticated enough to prevent immediate catastrophic failure on 87 Octane, and they left the long-term consequences for the owner to discover well after the warranty has expired. The fuel door sticker says regular unleaded minimum. The engineers who designed the engine know what minimum actually means. The mechanics who rebuild these engines at 100,000 miles know what minimum actually means. If this is the kind of information you have been looking for, hit subscribe. Every week, I break down the engineering decisions and corporate choices hidden inside the products that working Americans depend on every single day. The next video is on your screen right now.